So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring in Oniichan Productions. And I don't know, Justin, I think Justin might be walking the dog. Justin might be walking the dog. So we're going to bring them down here. And welcome
we're here.
to the live stream for The Cure.
All right. Thank you, guys.
I think Justin's out walking his dog, but you got me, at least.
That was very sudden. I didn't even feel it.
Tell me you haven't been listening thus far.
Yeah, you haven't heard anything before this.
No. I just unceremoniously grabbed and dragged.
Okay, all right, fantastic. Aaron, you still there?
I'm here.
All right, so we got Aaron, I'm Mike, we got Greg, and we got Brian.
Howdy. Hello.
I am coming to you live from the scratch and dent section of the IKEA in Round Rock, Texas. If anybody happens to be here, you can come visit me.
Yeah, he's giving away balloons.
I'm giving away Fjurgens.
So how's it been going, Nick?
It has been fantastic. We are at, right now, 54.5% of the way toward the goal, $2,700. Chat, let's go ahead and let's start moving. Let's start moving some of those donations. Again, donate at livestreamforthecure.com on Twitch, big red button down below on YouTube, links down in the description, or Nightbot is helping you out there in the chats with links to donate as well. Every single penny of what you donate goes to the Cancer Research Institute to help fight cancer, and every single donation is doubled as well.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Please, please, please make a donation over there. So I have to personally apologize to you gentlemen, just because you had reached out to me, I think it was the end of April or so, to work out scheduling to get you guys in here. And then I totally just dropped the ball and forgot because I was.
Well, to be honest with you, Nick, you responded quicker than most people do, so we're good.
But I still do want to apologize. I really should have gotten back to you sooner. But I'm really glad that we're able to get you guys in here last moment. So you do how many different shows?
Well, currently, what do we got, Aaron?
4.
Yeah, we've got 4 different shows. We do Very Dark, Very Quick, which is basically a talk and skit character show. So we come up with a topic, like, let's say, Satan, and we talk about whatever that topic is, and then we make up commercials, and we have characters that come on each week, and it's kind of a variety show, you know. And then we have Dumpster Fire Cinema, which Aaron can tell you about.
Yeah, Dumpster Fire Cinema is myself and our friend Jordan. We talk about movies, not necessarily new movies or anything current. We just pick a movie that we love and we talk about it.
What was the last
this week? We're doing Pump Up the Volume.
There you go.
Classic.
Nice.
Well, and it's quite a transition because you did the Poughkeepsie tapes, then you did Bastards, whatever that one's called.
Notorious Bastards.
Yeah, Notorious Bastards.
Inglorious Bastards.
Inglorious Bastards, not Notorious Bastards. That was a different one. And then this week you're doing Pump Up the Volume, so that's quite a switch from one to the other. And then we've got
we're kind of all over the place.
We have Queens of the Millennial Age, which is, again, Jordan from Dumpster Fire Cinema. Then Linda, who plays Crazy Vicky on VDVQ. It is, how would you describe that, Aaron, other than a 50 Shades of Grey fan cast?
Well, I've been lately. I've been telling people that they are living in a millennial world, and they are some millennial girls.
That's right.
That's talking about millennial stuff that women have to face today.
Yeah, it's a real downer. And then the last one we have is just simply called Volk, VOLK, with an exclamation mark. That's our buddy Lord Volkhart, and it's more of an opinion show. He lives underground, and he gives of the earthly plane.
And then, I got to tell you, Lord.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he doesn't have to tell.
Where'd you go?
I think he just decided he didn't want to tell us, and he was just like,
"Yeah, that's a hell of a mystery." I think what he was going to say is that Lord Volkhart is he's very opinionated, but easy to get along with, I guess. I don't know what he was going to say. But on top of that, we also do a weekly show from a local game store here where we do current events and things like that. It turns into a weird time. It's called the Oniichan Power Hour. We put that out on YouTube and Twitch. We've got a pretty active Twitch channel that has almost constant programming. So we're working our way towards 24 hours worth of programming that just is on all the time.
It's really just like the shotgun approach to podcasting.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah.
24 hours worth of content. Man, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is ambitious, but really, really awesome. I'll have to find you guys and sub to you guys on Twitch. I wish I were more active on Twitch, but unfortunately I fell off. I was trying to pick up and start doing game streams and stuff like that a few days a week, but with playing in the live stream for The Cure, I was like, I do not have time for this shit right now.
Well, I'll tell you what they've done is they opened up a 24-hour always-on channel. So what we do is we record almost everything. I mean, we've got just tons of different little shows and skits and things that we do. And then we also take our podcasts and we make them videos and put those on there. And, you know, the response on Twitch, we honestly started this channel maybe a month ago. And the response on Twitch has just been phenomenal. We don't do any live game streaming or anything like that. It's all like content, you know.
Nice.
We've got short movies. We've got, you know, our stuff from the game store. We've got stuff from the podcast, and we've got tons of stuff that's still to be made to put on there.
It's a little stressful. You kind of know if you're within a 10-foot range, you're probably being recorded for material.
That's true.
At all times.
That's true. We are Big Brother.
All right,
So,
yeah, go ahead.
No, well, I was just going to say, what has been? Are you doing this entire thing the entire time? You personally?
Yep.
Holy crap, man! Good for you. So,
I'm gonna die. I'll be halfway through Deadpool 2 tomorrow because the show ends tomorrow at 6. I have a showing of Deadpool 2 at 7 tomorrow. I figure I'll die halfway through it.
Yeah, that sounds great. That's a good way to go.
Yeah, we'll do a podcast for you.
Yeah. This podcast dedicated to Nick.
Yes.
Yeah, we started as a small game company. We did. Aaron says he's not in. Can you pull him back in, or
yeah, he must have gotten knocked out.
Yeah,
like
he
that.
got bumped. There he is.
Hey, sorry, somebody keeps calling me.
Well, it's that notorious IKEA unreliable Wi-Fi.
I never could get in their Wi-Fi. They want like my mother's maiden name and everything. So, nope.
And you don't trust the Swedes. I mean,
no, you should never trust the Swedes.
No. So Nick, it's that's a hell of a thing, man, that you're running this whole thing. I mean, you planned it all too, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, but that's why I did a lot of the feature programming last year. When we did it, we only did 12 hours, but I planned literally every minute of programming. This year it was more like, nope, here's a featured programming block. You can take the block and you can do whatever you want to do with it. You can figure out what you want to do with it and have fun.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. It scared me a little bit when we first came in because I saw people with slideshows, quizzes, and things like that, and I'm like, holy hell, we didn't really prepare anything.
Yeah, but it works because that's what different people can do with different blocks, kind of make everything their own. Some people, like to do whatever. It's just it's really nice, and of course I'm on the air the whole time because I'm shouting out donations and reminding people how to donate.
Right. So do that now. Tell them how to donate real quick in case
absolutely.
In case our mothers are listening.
Yes, everyone's mothers. And everyone else too. Livestreamforthecure.com. Livestreamforthecure.com. If you're watching on Twitch right now, there's a big red donate now button right below the video, and it's down in the description on the YouTube channel. Just go ahead and hit that, and you can donate 100% of proceeds. Once again, go to the Cancer Research Institute, and they are doubling all of our donations all throughout the event. So if we can hit our goal of $5,000, we are going to raise $10,000 for cancer research, which is a lofty ambition, but we are less than halfway through the event and we are more than halfway there. and we've still
That's
got a lot
fantastic.
of really awesome shows coming up, and hopefully a lot more money headed into the coffers for helping against the fight against cancer. So
That's great, man. So who is doubling these donations?
the Cancer Research Institute is. Not
Huh.
me. Jesus God, no.
Yeah, I was thinking. I don't know. I don't know where you're at. So a little more. I'm going to be a little selfish. I'm going to tell you a little more about us.
Do it.
It's
your time.
Yeah, I got you. And I like to self-aggrandize any chance I get. So we started as a small game company making card games, board games, stuff like that. And slowly but surely, we kind of morphed into a little video and audio production company. And that's kind of where we sit today. We're currently at a place called Nexus Esports here in town, and we're in Waco, Texas.
Nice.
home of Chip and Joanna Gaines.
And the Branch Davidians.
And the Branch Davidians, yeah. And we're
Barry
not
and Lindsay Johnson, who are going to be our guests tomorrow, our final guests to close out the show tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. I keep up with those folks quite a bit. They're really decent people, and you talk about folks that do a lot of streaming. They're on all the time. I mean, all the time.
I love them. Wonderful people.
Yeah, very good people. You've been a guest on their show more than once, huh?
I was on Pod Stuff. Pod Stuff, and we're doing when they come on tomorrow at 4:30. All donations for the Cancer Research Institute are going to stop, and we're directly going to be donating everything that's donated on the stream for the final 90 minutes to their PayPal. We're going to be donating it directly to them for Perry's medical bills that they're going to have coming up.
Wow, that's awesome. That's really great.
We'll raise a ton of money doing that too. So everybody save a few bucks for Sunday at 4:30 Eastern.
That really caught us off guard, I think, when he got his diagnosis. So
that was it's one of those things. Like, they were the first people to buy Livestream for the Cure merchandise. They were gung ho. Like, as soon as I announced the event, they were all over it. They were like, "We have to be part of this. Please let us be part of this."
Yeah.
Scheduling was tough because Perry was starting a new job and they didn't know what was going to happen. And I even told him, I gave him an out. I said, I know, he's in chemo now. He's in radiation. He's obviously got the nausea and all the other problems and everything. I'm like, if you guys can't do it, if you don't want to do it. And they messaged me back and they're like, we are 1,000% doing it. We're there. And I'm like, oof.
That's pretty awesome. It's great. Yeah, she sent out. Oh, Aaron fell off and he's back. If you can bring him back in again, that'd be good.
I'm just gonna have to watch him over here in the thing.
Yeah, he said that somebody keeps calling him, and so he finally blocked him. So he's good.
Nice.
She sent out a picture of Perry the other day. It was kind of touching. They were at the gas station, and she was saying something about. Even with all the radiation and stuff, he still gets out and pumps the gas, and so she doesn't have to, that's pretty touching. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Aren't they just like the oh man?
They're great folks.
Whenever I see the photos of them, I love seeing the photos of them though, because they're just such a wonderful couple. There they are, right there, right on the stream.
Yeah, they're very good folks. And appointments. But I will chastise that I've asked to do something with them several times, and they keep not getting back with me. So. If you guys hear this, we would love to do something with you guys.
Little fish in big pond.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, that's pretty much us in a nutshell. We are just doing anything and everything we can to stay online and stay current and put out entertainment. Hopefully somebody likes it, somebody watches it. But I think that's where we're all at, right?
Exactly. You got to, and that's one of the things about content is you've just got to kind of keep producing more and more and more of it, to where it becomes a saturation thing where, like, really you've got to somebody's got to be able to look in every single direction and see you or your content. Yeah. It's really odd though, because content has gotten so specific these days. Yeah. If you're hitting, 100 people at one time, I mean, you're doing great because you've hit some sort of little niche, It used to be that you want to hit all these different people. What are you showing me?
I was going to say, figured I'm off the group, man. We do interviews.
You're here, man. You're in the room. He doesn't have to bring you in. Just say something.
I see Josh.
Yeah, it's definitely Josh.
That's our intern.
He's standing Nick. He's standing next to me with his phone and says, "Hey, if you'll bring me in, I can talk." You're in the damn room.
He wants the echo.
You're like, what? There's nobody here.
This is the stuff we have to deal with every day with this guy.
Yeah.
Trying an experimental version of interviewing where he interviews you while you're podcasting.
That's right.
Very nuanced.
It's called the Echo.
This just in.
So we started a little show called Oniichan News, NEWZ, because it's street smart. And Brian, sitting behind me here, he is our lead anchor. He gives a lot of the pertinent news information. You can catch those on YouTube. You can also catch them on Twitch. Greg, who's sitting to my right here, he does most of the writing for those. Aaron is our filmer man and our benefactor. And then Josh, back here behind me, doesn't know he's in the room with us, but he does a lot of our interviews and things like that because he is astounded when people talk to him.
I'm telling you, this guy is the Howard Stern of the podcasting world. You know, he does silly stuff like wants to get in a live stream that he's standing right next to, people talking on it. But he's a fantastic interviewer.
He'll also ask you to take your clothes off the first chance he gets.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why you'll see me half naked.
Well, he just, Josh knows that it's important to establish dominance when you start an interview. He likes to have people take their clothes off.
Lots of teeth. Show lots of teeth.
Most interviews start with a direct punch to the subject's face. Yeah. And then once he's got them down, he knows that he can really go in for the hard-hitting questions.
They just open right up once you break their nose.
That's right.
Always have the tallest chair in the room and always be eating while they're talking.
That's right.
That is absolutely amazing. A huge shout-out, Emily Prokop from the story behind. She was just on for the last segment. Donated another $5 and said no one ever said Berenstain Bears ever. Donated under the name the Berenstein Bears.
No, she's totally right.
So is it Berenstain?
It is Berenstain.
Did I
answer
Berenstain?
It's Berenstain.
Yeah.
I think I answered Berenstain, didn't I?
I am from the Berenstain timeline. Our universes converged at some point in the mid-2000s, and I got to tell you, I'm still disoriented. I don't even know what the hell happened to Nelson Mandela.
Hey, so wait.
Nelson Mandela.
Does anyone remember Spock actually dying back in like the 90s, early 2000s?
You mean
what are you talking about, Josh?
No, Leonard Nimoy did not die in the 90s.
Yeah, I distinctly remember The Simpsons having him having a shout out.
He specifically remembered Simpsons.
I'll tell you, all the Mandela effect is a bunch of people with bad memories.
Yeah, that's true.
And collectively, we end up agreeing with things that are not true.
It is now called dementia.
Yeah,
I think the real truth behind that is that everyone just said Berenstain. It was of course Berens. Nobody ever called it that. And we didn't know.
What do you want on your hot dog?
We couldn't read.
Yeah, so she had a great little quiz too. Emily did with the Fruit Loops and the Ford thing, and I felt like I knew most of them, but maybe that's what she was getting at, right?
Yeah, that was exactly the point. Interrupted Tales dropping another $5 in there for ruined childhoods.
Yeah, I like that. That's nice.
Keep on donating, guys. Cancer ain't gonna cure itself.
Throwing them in there.
Let's go.
Keep throwing those donations in there. We absolutely appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Again, it's Livestream for the Cure. Just go to livestreamforthecure.com.
You're never too old to have everything you loved as a child be ruined. It's never too late.
Well, Nick, we have really this, man. We don't get a chance to talk to people very often.
Not people outside of our little bubble.
Yeah. Most people cross to the other side of the street when we come this way. But yeah, we're in beautiful Waco, Texas, enjoying a sunny day. I think Nick.
We don't know Chip and Joanna. Quit asking.
Well, I think they're out of town because the skies have parted. There's sunshine today. Normally, when they're in town, you can tell it gets very overcast. Lots of birds falling from the sky, things like that.
There's actually traffic.
Yeah, a lot of out of towners.
Yeah. Good point, Josh. Yeah.
But for $10, we will tell you where they live.
That's true. We do know where they live.
Throw that donation.
Yeah, we can get you there. Not a problem.
And then we actually just donated to add a GIF over into our directory. It's hilarious. It's an image of a Berenstain Bears book, and then the letter changes over into the A.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
It's cruel. It's so cruel.
If I would have been looking at the book when the timelines converged, that would have been exactly what I would have seen happen.
That's true. You see the letters change. Aaron, we want to talk about what we just did as far as VDVQ. What's coming up?
Yeah, we did our first live show in Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah.
We're not sure if we just have a lot of viewers there. We had a contest, and they asked us where we wanted to do it, or we asked them where they wanted us to do it. And we got there, and there were people there. So I guess we have fans. I was kind of under the impression they just wanted to send us to Alaska.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, all three of those guys said Alaska. So I mean, it's quite a coincidence, I guess.
Yeah. So we have this van. Well, it used to be an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. We got it really cheap, and so we packed the Wienermobile up and we drove all the way to Alaska. It was a blast.
It was a lot of fun. Saw a couple of bands on the way up there. Saw a lot of moose. But I think it turned. We did the show on the van, on the tour bus, on the Wiener as we drove there. So I think it's going to turn out to be a pretty good episode. Like I say, it's our first real live episode.
Yeah,
That is
great.
amazing.
Yeah,
The people of Anchorage are just amazing.
Yeah, don't go to Saskatchewan though.
Yeah, too many Mounties. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
and Eskimos.
Yeah,
I'll have to ask Lisa and Sam about that a little bit later this evening. Lisa and Sam are from Saskatchewan. Will be on the show. They're from the I Shake My Head podcast. A little bit later.
I am so sorry for those folks.
Yeah, sorry about that. Great podcast though. I've listened to it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good podcast, but the town is just terrible.
Backpedaling back.
Yeah,
The whole country, really.
well, yeah. When you think when
The country of Alaska, is that what you said, Aaron?
yeah, the country of Alaska, when their main export is something just poured that they pour brown gravy on. You know,
Uranium?
I mean that's uranium with brown gravy. Yeah, don't trust the Canadians.
Alaska to Canada?
Alaska Canadians, yeah, don't trust them. That's what I'm saying.
Alaska Canadians.
Alaska Canadians. All right,
Someone
Nick.
get Josh out of the room.
Well, I've been trying since he got here.
Unfortunately,
Hit him with a cattle prod again. That seemed to work really well last time.
I didn't bring it.
Really glad that I was able to get you guys in here. Thank you very much for
I appreciate it,
appearing
Nick.
on the live stream for The Cure. You guys are wonderful. Is there like one central website or one central hub where somebody can go to find literally everything that you guys do underneath the entire Oniichan banner?
Yes, absolutely. They can go to onichanproductions.com, ONIICHAN productions.com. Everything is listed there, with exception of the Twitch channel. I got to put that on there. Or you can go to Twitch and just look for Oniichan Productions, and you can see a lot of the stuff that we do there.
Yep, and we want to give a big shout out to you, Nick, and the rest of the Epic Film Guys crew. This is a great thing y'all are doing.
Yeah,
thanks for having us.
fantastic.
Yeah,
really.
Absolutely. Thank you guys very, very, very much for being on. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is break time, because yesterday when we were planning and did the event, I just booked so many guests yesterday that I decided I forgot to be like, hey, when am I actually going to be able to step away from the stream and like stretch my legs and like move around and get a drink or whatever I want to do. So
which means pee.
Which definitely means pee.
Yeah.
So, myself, Justin, and the god of podcasting himself, the A1 Loy Steak Sauce, Choy Sauce, Say Sauce.
Loy sauce.
That guy. We
The fuck just happened?
are
It's
right
like Jim
in the middle.
Kramer.
We are right in the middle of a Harry Potter spotlight series, all leading up to Fantastic Beasts 2, The Crimes of Grindelwald, this November. And as you listen to our Harry Potter spotlight series, you are able to answer trivia questions and get a virtual ticket into a drawing to win the entire 4K Blu-ray collection on digital. So go ahead and this is about a half an hour or so, and then we're going to do a stream reset and come back for part 2 of day 2. And we are going to be joined by Lisa and Sam from I Shake My Head. They're coming up a little bit later. We're doing the most anticipated films of summer. We've got the Interrupted Tales podcast joining us, Fuzzy Dan from Who Spiked the Puns, and the rails are going to get tossed straight out the fucking window. The Afterburn 739 podcast is going to be with us for an hour and a half of what I can only believe will be pure audio chaos. It's going to be beautiful.
So
You're
Nick,
telling me we could have been saying fuck the whole time?
Oh
that's
my
what I was
god.
going to say. See, I didn't know.
No.
Wait, hang on.
Ah,
I
geez.
sucked a dick last night.
No.
Keep it
Oh,
classy.
Aw.
rough.
Check your fucking face.
How'd you get Josh on to record that?
Definitely.
So was it me?
Was
All right, Nick. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you,
Good luck
guys.
with the rest of it, and we'll be listening.
Thank you guys very, very much.